If your company uses a lot of electricity, the way you buy it could change dramatically. As well as buying power from the regional electricity company, you may now be able to buy it direct from a major manufacturer. National Power. While transmission is the job of the regional electricity company's national grid, National Power actually make more electricity than anyone else in England and Wales. Why not drop in?
Mr. Wilcox to see you, sir.
Hello. Let's see what we can do about this, shall we?
Or let us come to you. National Power, the heart of the country.
When the last decade began, who'd have thought we'd see a film star in the White House? Or a warm front in the Cold War? Who'd have believed that a bunch of flowers would go for 25 million? Or that a bunch of Europeans would win the Ryder Cup? And who'd have thought a company famous for saloon cars would have stolen the show at motor fairs throughout Europe by designing the most aerodynamic coupe ever built? Already called by many car of the decade, we call it Calibra. And VAUXHALL has made a stunning start to the 90s.
Only Heineken can do this. Classic, for the man who thinks that little bit bigger.
Gosh, you know, it's one of those ads. Lots of kids with white teeth and giant shoulder pads. It's not a dream from those crazy eggs because it's made right here. You know it's tougher than tanks. Made in Scotland from builders, unpronounceable too. Made in Scotland from builders. It's called VAUXHALL
Live next weekend on ITV Airport 90, a remarkable glimpse behind the scenes at Gatwick, one of the world's busiest airports. Airport 90, starting next Friday at 8.
Why are you crying? You've seen it 20 times.
Got the film? I still can't believe it. Not one of them remembered, not even Melvin.
That's one case of champagne.
Not a single card.
And I want the cake today. Yes, today. No, not yesterday, today.
Your anniversary. Who cares?
They're back from the pictures at 9.
Back to an empty house.
I'm starving. Can't I have a sandwich?
For goodness sake, Gerald, control yourself.
Trouble you've been to.
I want trouble, a couple of phone calls.
If you want to get organised, get on the phone.
You shouldn't have. We didn't even remember it was our anniversary, did we, Harry? It's a wonderful surprise.
British Telecom. It's you we answer to.
1% alcohol, 100% tenants.
NATREL PLUS antiperspirant with plant extracts. NATREL PLUS. Natural protection.
You can squirt it at Wimbledon, at Glen Eagles it's anchor too, and at Cows what else would do?
Wasn't always easy, you worked out day and night. But now you've reached the sunshine and you're living in the light.
You've come a long way in the world and you like to get things right. So you've got your Straight Schweppes tonic, cause it's got citric bite. Straight Schweppes, you know it's right. After all you've done, you've earned a citric bite.
We're not concerned about racism. We're not concerned about language barriers. We're not concerned about victimization. Our concern is making the best film we can. That way, photographers can change the way people think.
It's your own life. You got a right to be happy.
I'm married. Don't you understand that?
Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell in the movie premiere of Swing Shift after the news on ITV.
Petit Filou fromage frais is so creamy and so fruity. It's simply irresistible. Petit Filou from Yoplait.
There are 4 natural ingredients in Holsten Export, but only one Cha-Cha Club, home of Hamburg's Bratwurst pack. We're here for the pure Holsten and to conduct a little experiment. We need a volunteer, please. Yes, Fräulein, could you tell me the German for "Oi, did you spill my pint"?
Oi, entschuldigen Sie, ich denke, dies ist meine Maß.
There you have it. Proof that some things can actually sound nicer in German. Prost, mate.
Holsten Export, a pure beer in a wicked world.
Yeah, nigger! Right, boys, tell me, that's the #1 single of What You Untold Riches.
Don't know. Mr. Durangelo, our manager, handles that type of thing.
Yeah, manager.
Mr. Durangelo.
Haven't got one of these, then.
What's that then?
Oh, it's an NatWest Card Plus account. Lets you get your money 24 hours a day.
Stop the car! Watch carefully. And you get a checkbook and interest.
Wicked. Mr. Durangelo.
Hello, boys. Fancy bumping into you.
What's all this then?
It's your money.
Wicked. Thanks very much.
Boys, right, end of interview, and you can stop that too. Boys, I was going to open an account for you anyway.
Good evening. New Cadbury Spire will have your tongue in a twist.
Your mini or your loaf?
2 twists of Cadbury's chocolate.
We will bite them on the features.
So you can enjoy Cadbury Spira wherever you are.
Don't talk straight chocolate. Get your ting in a twast.
They can save us 20%.
To find out if you can save money on your home insurance, call Direct Line.
It's the end of that new serial.
Oh, I've given up on that. So what's on the other side?
That's the sun.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the mountains.
Right. And the Heinz spaghetti must be...
The sea.
And this must be a boat then?
No, it's a sausage.
You never grow out of Heinz spaghetti. Making electricity for England and Wales. PowerGen.
When you take your tummy on holiday, be sure to take Diacalm from Beecham. Diacalm stops diarrhea fast.
Live next weekend on ITV Airport 90, a remarkable glimpse behind the scenes at Gatwick, one of the world's busiest airports. Airport 90, starting next Friday at 8. It was a time of innocence, when the world was young and at war.
I'm signing up tomorrow. I've got to.
Women wanted for war production work here in our city.
Oh, my husband would kill me if he knew what I was doing.
All right. It's your own life. You got a right to be happy.
I'm married. Don't you understand that?
Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell star in the movie premiere of Swing Shift after the news on ITV.
And the news is next tonight. After the break, we join Fiona Armstrong at ITN.
There is a food made in plants from the sun's rays, which has grown on Earth for 100 million years. It's a pure source of food energy. Its taste tells us when something is right. It forms part of the natural diet of virtually every creature, from the smallest to the greatest. It's one of the fuels for life itself. In what form do we know this food best? Sugar.
My dad's the same. 1 minute, he can't believe that I'm 27 and still not married. And the next he's saying, why are you paying money into a pension? I mean, I know you're old, but come on, you're not that old. Honestly, you just can't win. I keep saying to him, look, it's an investment. But to him, investment means putting 50p each way on, oh, what's it called? Desert Orchard. He does think about the future, though. Especially mine. Do you know, last week he lost a whole night's sleep because he was convinced I'd forgotten to insure this place. Oh, he can be so daft. The only time he ever worried about himself was when he got those pains last Christmas. I mean, you don't do the lambada after 4 mince pies and a couple of glasses of port, do you? Well, not when you're 49.
Guardian Royal Exchange. Life may let you down, our policies won't.
Katie's got a new hobby, boys, and her dad's going nuts. She's out of control.
We take herbs and we take spices to make that special taste.
Only Kentucky Fried Chicken has the secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. No wonder it's the world's favorite.
So chicken cooked our famous way has the taste that can't be beat. It's delicious tender chicken, herbs and spices too, that brings the taste so secret. Delicious
Kentucky Fried Chicken, the secret's in the taste.
It's a boy with a gleam in his eye. It's a dream as big as the sky.
A million dreams begin with the World Cup.
Hello world, you got it. Can't stop it. The feeling you get when you get together can't beat the real thing.
Coca-Cola wishes you a spectacular World Cup and a feeling that millions will share.
Can't beat it. The feeling you get from a Coca-Cola can't beat the feeling.
5 days in mid-July are flowering to celebrate the finest gardens, plants and trees in 20 acres of parkland at Hampton Court Palace. Enjoy hundreds of specialist exhibits in a unique gardening show with special rail services and a £4 entry discount for visitors by rail. It's a gardening show of shows and a wonderful day out.
Cadbury's chocolate milk drink. Cadbury's chocolate in a milk chocolate drink. Resistance is useless.
A true story of deadly attraction. Kiefer Sutherland, star of Young Guns. Emily Lloyd for Wish You Were Here. Patsy Kensit, star of Lethal Weapon 2. Chicago Joe and the Showgirl.
Tomorrow and Tuesday, the curtain's lifted on the romance of Vivian Leigh and Laurence Olivier, the darlings of the gods.
I'm not to be as good as you.
You should want to be better.
I just want Larry and me to be happy, Cecil.
Why do you do it, Vivian?
Trying to do, Viv? Get me into trouble?
Trouble is what I know best.
It should have been a marriage made in heaven. Darlings of the gods. Tomorrow and Tuesday at 9 on ITV.